Welcome to Rhetoric Rant. Good evening. Good evening. Glad to be back. And I'm going to get straight into it and be very brief, very quick. I was trying to think about some subjects to tap into tonight, some things that I can be thought-provoking, finding some understanding or enlightenment. So I just wanted to kick it with y'all for a few minutes. This might be 18 and older conversation of viewer discretion. But real quick, on social media, I've been seeing a lot daily about Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, what have you, the scandals, here across every blog, many conversations. Some people want to free him, some people glad he locked up, some people look at him as being diabolical. A lot of judgment from every which way. But the subject tonight is should the black community be judging their uncles, cousins, aunties, grandmas, mamas as much as we entertained and judging P. Diddy and talking about what's right with him and what's wrong? A subject, my study that I see is a lot of things that's very important that go on with us and prevalent. We don't talk about, we shut up, we shun it, we push it under the rug. And, I'm kind of bothered by that because I feel like the first thing to solving a problem is recognizing it and realizing that you have a problem. That's the first step to correcting mishap. Just taking accountability and recognizing that, hey, something is not right, something is wrong. And when I say that, an example would be, how many people you think in a black community then got molested by family members, have been mistreated sexually, or, taken advantage of sexually? How many, I think it's a vast amount of people in our race that don't talk about or recognize the times they was kissing their cousins and humping on each other and playing high go giddy go, whatever the effing names is. I really don't know. But what is that called? It's a word for that. Molestation, right? Yeah. I think that's what it is, And then, and even if some people come to the forefront, like, you got family members that might have been molested or done wrong, they go and tell somebody, but because of family ties or it being interwoven, they sweep it under the rug, or they make a person look crazy. Oh, you can't believe that person, they on drugs, or that person is a habitual liar, or that person they discredit that person. But in reality, it is so realistic. It's 100%. Somebody's truth is 100%, but they get made a joke and get made fun out of, Can y'all relate to that happening to anybody? Do I sound crazy, or is just like a realistic conversation? And does not recognizing things perpetuate a vicious cycle, a cycle, a cycle that just keeps going, like hurt people. Once the person comes to light and wants to tell their truth, but then discredit it, does that send them down a downward spiral mentally, physically? Do that make them promiscuous? Do they go out? What kind of things can stem from that? Do they go out and use drugs? Does drug addictions derive from that? Do promiscuity arrive from that? Sweeping things under the rug. And I just feel like, we waste a lot of time talking about a lot of things that don't matter, being entertained by BS, but we don't want to tap into, realistic conversations, and that's what I'm here for. Just ranting a little bit. So to go ahead and wrap this up, matter of fact, I always want to throw a little study in there. A little study. Hey Siri.
Huh?
How many people in the African American community have, I'm gonna start this over. I'm about to get to it real quick. This is about to be cool. I want to throw a little education in there. 1 out of 10. Out of 10. Be an African American community. All right. Okay, so I just asked Siri, 1 out of 10 of the African American community, how many people have herpes? And the result was, I'm going to just read the 2 results and then I'm going to wrap this up. About 21% of women were infected with genital herpes compared to only 11.5% of men, while 39% of blacks were infected compared to, and I shouldn't have started at, it's cut off, but this one say nearly 1 out of 2 African American adults has genital herpes. Fact, almost 90% of people with genital herpes don't know they have it. So, long story short, perpetuation of a vicious cycle. If 1 out of 2 people, African Americans, have herpes and never talk about it or don't know that they have it, what are they doing? Unknowingly, keeping the cycle going, perpetuated, killing one another, or setting each other back 300 years. Just real spill. I hear about everything every day. Oh, I'm better than you, I'm better than them, I'm better than her, I'm better than him, or I got this car, or you ain't got this car, I got this jewelry, you got this jewelry, or I live here and you don't live there. But I don't hear about none of this vicious stuff that's going on. So, I don't want to hear about P. Diddy. I'm tired of seeing him on every outlet. All right, it's a mogul that's then got caught up for asinine behavior. But we really need to tackle our reality and what's right in our backyards. It's time to save the children. Rhetoric Rant, JB, Jordan, out.